Here is the full true story of the Muhammad Ali Dynasty, which ruled Egypt and Sudan for nearly 150 years, transforming the country from an Ottoman province into a modern, independent nation-state. In the late 18th and early 19th centuries, Egypt was a nominal province of the vast but decaying Ottoman Empire. It was governed by a corrupt and unstable military oligarchy of Mamluks. Napoleon's brief invasion, 1798-1801, shattered the Mamluk power structure and revealed the weakness of both the Mamluks and the Ottomans, creating a power vacuum. The rise of the dynasty, Muhammad Ali Pasha, reign 1805-1848. This is the story of how an outsider with immense ambition and cunning built a new state from the ground up. The founder, Muhammad Ali, 1769-1849. Origins: he was not Egyptian. Born in Kavala, Macedonia, in modern-day Greece. He was an Albanian Ottoman commander sent as part of an expedition to expel the French. Seizing power. After the French left, a three-way power struggle ensued between the Ottomans, the Mamluks, and the Albanians. Muhammad Ali, a brilliant tactician, rallied popular support and convinced the Ottoman Sultan to appoint him Wali, governor of Egypt in 1805. Consolidation and the elimination of rivals. His first goal was to eliminate the Mamluks, the former ruling class. In 1811, he famously invited hundreds of Mamluk beys to a celebration at the Cairo citadel. As they departed through a narrow passage, his forces ambushed and massacred them. This event, known as the Massacre of the Citadel, effectively ended Mamluk power in Egypt. Modernization and state-building. Muhammad Ali is considered the father of modern Egypt for his sweeping reforms. Economic. He nationalized all land, creating a state monopoly. He forced farmers to grow cash crops like long staple cotton, which became Egypt's economic backbone. He built irrigation canals, factories, and a modern industrial base. Military. He created a massive, modern European-style army and navy. To man it, he conscripted Egyptian peasants for the first time, creating a sense of national identity. Education and administration. He sent educational missions to Europe, especially France, to bring back Western knowledge. He established military academies, medical schools, and a centralized bureaucracy. He commissioned the translation of thousands of European books into Arabic and Turkish. Imperial ambitions and near success. He used his powerful new army to expand his dominion on behalf of the Ottoman Sultan, but really for himself. He conquered the Arabian Peninsula, crushing the Wahhabi revolt. He annexed Sudan, seeking golden soldiers, founding the city of Khartoum. His greatest military achievement was the conquest of the Levant, modern Syria, Lebanon, Palestine. The climax. His forces threatened the heart of the Ottoman Empire itself. In 1839, the Ottoman army was shattered at the Battle of Nizib. The entire Ottoman fleet defected to Muhammad Ali. He was on the verge of replacing the Ottoman dynasty. The downfall. European intervention. The European powers, particularly Britain and Austria, feared the collapse of the Ottoman Empire, the sick man of Europe, would destabilize the balance of power. They intervened militarily. In 1840, the London Convention forced Muhammad Ali to withdraw from all conquered territories. In return, he was granted something arguably more valuable: hereditary rule of Egypt for his family. This was the formal birth of the Muhammad Ali Dynasty. Egypt remained technically part of the Ottoman Empire, but was now a de facto independent hereditary state. Later years and legacy. In his old age, Muhammad Ali suffered from senility. He was deposed by the Ottomans in 1848 in favor of his son Ibrahim, and died the following year. He left behind a powerful, autonomous state that answered to no one but itself. The heirs. Expansion, debt, and occupation. The successors of Muhammad Ali are often criticized for lacking his genius and vision, leading Egypt into financial and then political bondage. Abbas, 1848-1854, a conservative ruler who halted many modernization projects, closed factories and schools, and reversed his grandfather's policies. He was deeply unpopular and was likely murdered by his own servants. Said Pasha, 1854-1863, more open to the West. His most fateful decision was granting Ferdinand de Lesseps a concession to build the Suez Canal. This project, while monumental, would plunge Egypt into debt. Ismail Pasha, 1863-1879. Ambitious and educated in Paris, Ismail dreamed of making Egypt part of Europe. He took the title Khedive Viceroy, further asserting independence from Istanbul. He poured money into modernizing Cairo, building railroads, opera houses, and palaces. He famously said, "My country is no longer in Africa, we are now part of Europe." He expanded Egyptian control deep into Sudan and Central Africa. The downfall. His extravagant spending, combined with the colossal cost of the Suez Canal, completed in 1869, bankrupted the country. To pay debts, he sold Egypt's shares in the Suez Canal to Britain for a pittance. European powers forced him to accept Anglo-French control over Egypt's treasury. This loss of economic sovereignty led to his forced abdication in 1879. Tewfik Pasha, 1879-1892. Ismail's son inherited a nation in financial ruin and political chaos. European control sparked a wave of nationalist resentment, led by Colonel Ahmed Urabi. The Urabi Revolt, 1881-1882, threatened to expel European influence. Britain, fearing for its financial interests, especially the Suez Canal route to India, invaded Egypt in 1882, crushing Urabi's forces. Though the Muhammad Ali Dynasty remained on the throne, Egypt was now a British protectorate in all but name. The Khedive became a puppet of the British Consul General. The twilight, figures, and independence. The dynasty remained as figureheads under British occupation, a symbol of national identity, but with little real power. Abbas II, 1892-1914. He tried to resist British control and supported Egyptian nationalists. When World War I broke out, Britain, which was at war with the Ottoman Empire, which Abbas was sympathetic towards, deposed him and declared Egypt a formal British protectorate in 1914. Sultan Hussein Kamel, 1914-1917, and Sultan Fuad Durfern, 1917-1936. With Abbas II deposed, the British installed other members of the family. Fuad I skillfully navigated the post-war period. After massive nationalist demonstrations, 1919 revolution, Britain unilaterally declared Egypt independent in 1922. Fuad then took the title King of Egypt, establishing the Kingdom of Egypt. The final act, The Last King and the Fall of King Farouk, or 1936-1952, the last ruling monarch of the dynasty. He ascended to the throne as a popular, young, handsome king, but soon became a symbol of decadence and corruption. His reign saw the continued British military presence, the humiliation of the 1948 Arab-Israeli War, blamed on corrupt arms deals, and rising inequality. His extravagant lifestyle and playboy image amidst widespread poverty turned the public and the military against him. The coup. On July 23, 1952, a group of army officers called the Free Officers, led by Gamal Abdel Nasser and Mohammed Naguib, staged a nearly bloodless coup. On July 26, 1952, King Farouk was forced to abdicate in favor of his infant son, Ahmed Fuad II. He sailed into exile on his yacht. The end of the dynasty. The infant king was a mere placeholder. On June 18, 1953, the revolutionaries abolished the monarchy entirely and declared Egypt a republic. The 148-year rule of the Muhammad Ali Dynasty was over. The dynasty's legacy is immense and complex. State builder. They created the modern Egyptian state, its borders, and its centralized administration. Modernizer versus colonizer. They launched Egypt's modernization but also led it into debt and colonial subjugation. Architectural and cultural impact. They left a permanent mark on Cairo's architecture and cultural life. The royal family today. The descendants of Muhammad Ali live mostly in Europe. The current head of the family is Fuad, Prince of Egypt, born 1952, son of King Farouk's first cousin. They have no political role, but are a subject of historical fascination. The story of the Muhammad Ali Dynasty is the story of modern Egypt itself, a turbulent saga of ambition, reform, brilliance, folly, independence, and revolution.